Are you looking for a cute way to display your photos that's quick, easy, and fast to do? Let me take you over to Canva and I'll show you how we do this little animation trick. So this is a little easy one to do. So the first thing you want to do is find you a film canister. I found this one and it is called a vintage camera rolls. So what you want to do once you get this is you want to remove the background. So I already have one that with the background removed and that's what this one looks like right here. So I'm going to take the photo off and delete that. So now I have my photo reel film canister. So the next thing that I want to do, I want to go over and use, let me go my recently used. Yeah, I want to use this frame right here, which is a medium format frame film portrait. So I want this. Come on, I want this. So I want these. And what I'm going to do is I am going to turn it sideways. I'm going to keep one extra. Well, wait a minute. We'll do this other part first because you don't have to do the little tab part to make it look like film. I did that as an extra thing for me. So you're just going to duplicate it and make how many pictures that you want to do. So what we're going to do is just duplicate these and line them up like so. We'll just do 5 just for ease. And then you'll group them all together. Get them a good group. And then when you got as many as you want to, make sure that they're grouped together. And then you can go ahead and then start making them the size you need to. If you hear clicking, it is my dog walking around. And for some reason, this mic picks up her little feet and she wants to hang on the end of my chair and wants me to pick her up and put her in my lap. She wants to be in my lap. So that's why you hear this weird clicking noise. That's the dog. So now I've got that away. The other thing I did, and that was just for me, which I will duplicate this and then I will just ungroup these and then take this little section here and backspace and get rid of those. What I did with this is I kind of curved a square, like so. If you know, if you're my age, you know what film rolls look like. I just made that the color of the background. I turned the interior of this black like that. And then I got the square where it's kind of in the center. And I also used this thing right here, this, and I turned that white too. And then I made it small to try to give this like a little bit of a curved edge to make it really look like the edge of the film. And then I just duplicated it and put another one here. I'm doing it a little bit sloppy because, and then I went and removed the background to make a tab that goes at the front. So that's how I did that. We'll delete that because I've already got one made. So we'll go in my uploads. I got my little tab here that I created. And then, oh, it's got all this extra space from the background remover. So we'll just go one, and do that like so. And then what I'm going to do now, I am going to sit there and I am going to size it so it matches up. It is a little bit blurry, and I don't know if it's because I use Remove BG that some of my stuff when I background remove it makes it blurry. I don't know if that's it. I don't know if the background remover in Canva is any better. Yeah, I just don't know. So once I get that on there, what I'm going to do is go ahead and group that to my other ones. I'm going to group. And then what you can do is go and fill it up with some stuff. Let's grab some photos. Let's see, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's photo, a photo, a photo. And then you're going to move them around because these are oriented the other way. So what you want to do is orient them the way you want to. So like him, let's go turn him around. And her, let's turn her around. Let's squish her up some. So we got feet. There we go. We got feet. And these two, we definitely want to turn around because you don't cut one off, and we don't want to cut her off. We want to keep hers in there. So let's put hers in there like so, and then there you go. So that's that part, and now you've got your strip ready to go. So what you want to do? What I also made a lip here, and that was just me. Um, the way I made the lip is I just took a square, did it like so, just so it looked like a little bit of lip, and then I gave it some. Let's just make some gradient out of that, and then no, I want like this to be. Let's do black. Let's flip these around a little bit and just gave it just a little bit of, if you've seen one before. And then what I did too is I slightly rounded the edges just to take that edge off a little bit. And then in position, I'm going to put it in my layers. I'm going to put it behind. So now it looks like it's part. If you've seen a roll before, you know there's a little like felt velvet like little edge on one of these canisters. So, and then I'm going to group it together, and that's going to be that's how my canister is going to be. So for the background, now, if you want to do the background, I do something. I would say I use grass because that's easy to kind of use as a mask. So let's see. I used grass for the background. I would use something, or we could use my favorite. Is it in my favorites? We could use something like the concrete. Let's try concrete. Something that's easy to blend in and hide. So we'll like duplicate that, or as you know me, delete it by accident. Duplicate that, and we'll stick one to the background. And then we're going to take the other one, and hopefully it doesn't try to click to the other one. I'm going to make it that size, and then what I'm going to do is go over here, and I'm going to use it as my mask behind my roller. So what you want to do with these now is you want to have your canister in the front. Well, canister in the front, and then your film roll between your two layers right here. So you want to make sure that this is hiding. See, it's hiding whatever you want to. That's why you need something that'll blend easy. And I don't want to make it bigger. I just want this. Oh, that's because I gotta go. Let's go this way. And that's because you can hide your scene, as you can see. So, and then what you're going to do here is you're going to move this backwards like so, and then you can do your animation if you just want it to come out. Or we can also do the hands if you want to do the hands. But for those just wanting to do the animation, we'll do the hands afterwards. For those that aren't worried about doing the hands, so we're going to duplicate the page, and then you can do individuals or you can do like groups. So if you want to do the whole thing, you're just going to pull it out like so and hit where you want to hit. You're going to do your match and move in between. You know me, I'm going to cut it all the way up, and then you can go and then have it pull out like so. And if you want it to pull out further, you just duplicate the page because maybe you put 20 or 30 in a row, right? And you need to pull the other set out. So you just go and pull your other set out, and that way you just pull. A match and move did not travel. Shame's on you. And then you can just do that, and then you can have the dual, or you can do individual frames. That's up to you how you want to do it. You can pull it that way. And then if you want it to suck back in afterwards, you're going to duplicate your first frame. You're going to bring it back over to the end. Make sure there's match and move in between. And then if you watch it, it'll go out, and then it'll suck it back in. And then you can go through and adjust your timings. If you want them to sit for a long period of time, you want them short, you can go back and adjust your time. It's in between here. The other thing I did, so let's go and we'll delete this one. And for those who want to know how to do the hand part, let's go do the hand. So we're going to delete this, and what we need to do now is go into my elements. I got this hand. It's the same one I've used for the bubblegum machine. I am going to flip it. Nope. Flip it. Nope. Flip it. There you go. And I am going to go this way. I want to make it very big. So with this, you might want to cut your screen down some. Let's get this because I don't really need that at the moment. So, and then you want to kind of make it big enough to make it look like it's a realistic kind of hand size. So once you do that and you got it the way you like it, what you're going to do is you're going to duplicate it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the first finger off like so of the one. So you're going to have go into position. The one with the finger is going to go behind here, and then the other one's going to go in the front. Now, if you're pulling all the way off the page, here's the other trick. What you're going to need to do is let's go get 2 squares. Here's one. Click out. I'm going to duplicate this. Let's get this out of the way to make this bigger. And we'll make this bigger for the moment so we can see. And then what you're going to do is, it doesn't matter what color it is, it's not going to make a big deal. So what you want to do now is just make sure that it's touching here, but make it super, super long, because once this goes off the page, if you hit it in a wrong piece of a transition, you'll see it just like all of a sudden like disappear, and it'll look weird. So I've got it connected to this one. So I want to get this position, and I'm going to make that transparent like so. I'm going to go into my position. I want it to go with this one. So I want to make sure this is down together beside it. And then I'm going to hit my control. I'm going to highlight the other one, and I'm going to group that one. So now that is grouped together. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the one that's in the front. So what I want to do here is do the same thing. What I want to do, because if you're pulling if you got like 20 pictures, you're gonna pull this off anyway. But once it's off, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But you want that smooth transition all the way off the screen. You don't want it to get here and then like disappear and look weird. You want it to completely flow off the screen. So you need to make these long enough so when you get to like here and then you pull the next set and it's sitting here, that it's still on the screen, so you can see that movement if you get what I'm throwing down here. So I'm going to make that transparent. I'm going to go back over to position. They're beside each other already. So what I'm going to do is hit my control, make sure they're both highlighted. I'm going to group those together, and now I have those together. So that is my pull. So here's my start. Now, if you want to, you can have it come in if you want to. That's up to you. You can go ahead and have it come in if you want to. So we can, hold on. Back that up. So I'm gonna grab, and I didn't do this on the original animation, so I'm gonna do it right here for y'all. So I'm gonna grab this and this. I'm gonna hit my control key, grab both of them together. I'm not grouping them. And I'm gonna pull this off like so. So then when I go here, I'm gonna go duplicate the page. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna highlight this one, control highlight the other one, and then I'm gonna come in and I am going to grab here where you wanna grab it. And then I am going to duplicate the page. And then when you go to pull, all you're going to do is you're going to highlight each hand, maybe control, and you're going to highlight all 3 that you need. So you're going to use your film reel and your 2 pieces of your hand. And then you're going to move it however you want to. If you want to move it long, you want to move it one at a time, you're just going to move it. So you can move it off. And we'll do another little bit, and I'll duplicate that page here, and I'm going to go click, control my strip and my other piece of hand. So it should be 3 you're going to have highlighted, and then you're going to move. You're not grouping them. Do not group them, just move them. And then you can move them out like so, and then you have all yours out. And then let's watch watch our animation and see what we can do. So let's see, we're going to have our hand coming in. We're going to grab that. I'm going to pull that out like so, and pull that out like so, and ta-da, 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 ta-da. And that's how we do that animation. Once you get it down, it's really easy. It doesn't really take a long time. It just seems like it did because I'm rambling on. But easy peasy. Really cute, little fun little thing. And you know how I found this? It was a keychain on Twitter that I saw somebody in. I don't know how the keychain actually works with the pictures in it, but they were pulling like this roll. That's how the keychain kind of looked, and you pulled, and the photos came out, and I was like, oh, that would be a cool animation. So I was like, well, let me see if I can do it in Canva, and that's how this idea came around. So I do thank you for stopping by. That's it for this one. I love you guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.